Hey everyone, welcome to a new YouTube video, which is a little bit of a different format than you are maybe used to on this channel, but I think it is quite meaningful. I think a lot of people struggle with it, which is how to deal with the ups and downs of poker. I've been having a lot of deep runs lately, and not too many big scores, so that's of course tough on the mind, although I feel like I've been dealing with it quite well, so I was like, maybe I can share my experience with you guys, and maybe one or two of you pick something up from it, and if that's the case, then it was worth it for me. So I'm just gonna start the podcast recording, and then you guys now get basically the behind the scenes of how I do that. So let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to a new blog update written on June 17th. Don't focus on the results. So lately I've been having a lot of deep runs in the poker field, but unfortunately the big scores stayed out. It got to the point that I said, whatever happens, happens. I can win, great. I can bust now, that's okay too. I don't care. And some people thought that was weird because how can you not care about whether you win 20k or leave with 500 bucks? So let me explain. When you bust a tournament early on, you probably think, whatever, on to the next one. You bust 20 tournaments in a row early on, you may start to get frustrated. Why is that? Well, you probably got used to dealing with busting a tournament, but busting 20? That doesn't happen as frequently. So the same for deep runs. Those don't happen as often, so you don't have the sample and with that the experience yet to deal with it as well as with the more common things. Remember the first time you lost with aces? Neither do I. But I'm sure you were lost for words, like everyone else was. So, how to deal with the ups and downs better? You get better at dealing with it as time goes by, as you gain more experience. But in the meantime, there are a few things you can do that I personally use to deal with it better. Number 1, put things into perspective. Like I said at the start, I try to stop caring about whether I win the tournament or not, so that I become less emotionally invested in it. I try to do so by imagining how things would change if I end up winning it. The answer was, nothing would change. So if nothing would change, why would you go through such a huge emotional swing? There's no reason to. It achieves nothing other than hitting rock bottom when you bust. Number 2, be rational. Don't only try to not be as emotionally invested, but also try to become rational about what you do. So first of all, it was your decision to play. And by deciding so, you should have also known the potential downsides. Secondly, the results are out of your control. All you can do is make the best decisions possible. In the hands at hand. That's all you can do. So once you do that, once you do everything you can outside of the tables, as well as to improve your game and become the best player you can be, then that's all you can do. It then doesn't matter in which state you are in, whether you're on an upswing, whether you're on a downswing, you can't change the states you are in directly. But you can change the decisions that you make that will then change the state you are in. And I posted this on Instagram the other day that explains it well. So the post says, I think focusing on both how good or how bad you are is a losing formula. Focus on how you can get better. With as caption, if you focus on how good you are, it is just a matter of time till you aren't. If you focus on how bad you are, you will feel and likely continue to stay bad. If you focus on how you can improve at all times, it doesn't matter where you are in your journey, you keep moving and progressing. So these are the two main mindset concepts I apply to deal with the ups and downs in poker better. Especially being aware that nothing changes, whatever the outcome, has helped me sweating the results less. But there are a few more things that you can do. Such as drop stakes and have more passive bankroll management. By the way, I have a video here on YouTube where you can what's my advice for a good bankroll management, because it is super personal. There's not one right answer, so I highly recommend you to check it out. And it will probably help you answering those questions for yourself and figure out the best bankroll management for yourself. Anyway, other things you can do if these two things don't help are dropping stakes. When you drop stakes, there will be less pressure on the results. You will become less emotionally invested and your opponents will be weaker, which will make it more likely you will win and increase your confidence. Also, for a more long-lasting fix, you can decide to have a more passive bankroll management. It allows you to not sweat the results. You can comfortably lose knowing that you still have a good bankroll, aka ammunition left. It allows you to focus on improving and enjoying the game instead of chasing the scores. Another thing is study, which is, will for sure help, studying. Doubt is one of the biggest causes of tilt. Knowing that you didn't misplay the hand, having that confidence of knowing that you are better than your opponents, will make it easier to deal with setbacks, because you know it is just a matter of time till you get them. Then another big one, meditation. Meditation can help you a lot with being more in peace with your feelings, being able to give them a place and embracing them, being able to recognize how you feel, knowing how to not let it escalate. It will help you decreasing its effects on your win rate. It will help you losing the minimum. By being able to continue making the best possible decisions on the table, but also by knowing when to stop playing for the day. And that's one of the biggest difference between crushers and everyone else. It is not so much that their A game is so much better, but their B, C, and D game is so much less worse and don't occur as frequently. So start getting in peace with your feelings and knowing how to recognize them. These are things that I use, and if you still struggle after all this, it's probably best to take a break and study. Come back with a fresh and curious mind, so less autopiloting. Anyway, I just wanted to share how I deal with these things and maybe it helps some of you. So for everyone wondering how I'm doing personally, of course it is really nice to have a lot of runs, but it's still eating at you, to not get the scores. But the coming time I will continue creating as much content as I can for my poker and my general social media accounts. So I will be trying to make some more time for studying as well. So most likely won't be playing and streaming as much as I have been past few weeks, but good times ahead, so just gotta keep moving. Hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. If you did, be sure to leave a comment down below of what helps you the most with dealing with those ups and downs. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and looking forward to see you guys in the next video.